pistol cam tonight. We're doing a little pistol cam footage. You know, you're not going to talk.
Well, what am I supposed to say?
We'll say, where are we at?
We're at 105 Speedway.
Alright guys, here we are. We are at 105 Speedway. A little change of plans. We were headed to Greenwood, Louisiana for a 30,000 to win factory stock race, but well, they got a bunch of rain. Rain and some bad weather. They canceled that show, rescheduled it, I believe, for the end of the month or maybe the first of next month. But tonight we're at 105 Speedway. Ray Allen told me they were not racing micro sprint, so we came to 105. And then I saw on Facebook that we are racing micro sprints, but we didn't have Norma Jean with us. We brought Ray's Sport Mod. So tonight, Ray's racing his Sport Mod as well as Kenneth Clayberg's innovative factory stock. So we'll see how that goes. So we get some footage for you guys tonight, and we'll see what takes place.
We won't call for anything else, so make sure you're paying attention. Lineup area will be on this end of the racetrack, outside of turns 3 and 4. Make sure you get there early and suited up, ready to go. We'll have a track steward over there that will make sure.
Well, Boot Hill rained out. We got a bunch of rain up there, some severe storms. So 105 Speedway here in Cleveland stepped up to the plate, man. I think it's $4,000 to win, plus a couple tires or something for the factory stocks. I think the limiteds are $2,000 to win. But just because this is a local Saturday night show, it doesn't mean that there's not some fast guys here. Just walking to the pits, I seen Johnny Torres, I seen Craig Pursley, Dalton Faulkner, I think I saw CJ Howell, Ray Allen obviously is here. There's some fast cars here, some fast drivers. I even believe I saw Howard Willis in a factory stock. So, man, tonight's going to be an exciting night. We're going to see what takes place. We're going to see how it goes. Race starts second row inside for the Sport Mods. Sport Mods are pulling out on the track. The track was real dry and hot laps. Dan, they went and put some water on it. Looks like it is a touch wider now, maybe a little more racy. So starting second row inside, we'll get to see basically we get to see what Ray can do with it.
Hey, that fucking middle and bottom was like whoever caught the best hole and hit the throttle at the right time. I caught it. I hit it and I was like, oh, I think I got one.
When you got all the way down there to the bottom, I was like, well, fuck, he's down there. And I was stuck behind those other two.
Yeah.
So then y'all went to race, and of course I'm just trying to fucking figure out a line to get by him. Fucking Dean Hart, God damn.
The start was epic.
Hey, when he started pushing, I was like, thank you, God. Thank you, Lord. Some of this money might go to the church.
I thought they were going to call the race back and restart it, and I was like, oh, I guess they're not. Ray's got to figure this out.
Yeah. Well, right by the time I caught him, I was like, what the fuck am I going to do? And he pushed, and I was like, please, God, stay up there. Please, God, stay up there.
He was coming down.
Oh, I know. I seen his wheel.
He's still coming down.
Yeah.
All right, we are back at 105 intermission. Man, we had a little oil leak on the factory stock. We worked on that. Made some changes with the sport mod, put some fuel in, threw some rounds in, did that kind of deal. But we're gonna let Ray Allen kind of tell us what happened in his heat race, in the heat race for the factory stock and for the sport mod.
Yeah.
What happened out there? No restart on the heat race. Just go, make the best of it. No pressure.
You know what I'd have done is I'd have done a little bit something different. I'd have tried to got as many cars and going into one as I could, but my friend didn't capitalize.
Well, actually, you won 10 grand not too long ago at Super B, so you must have done something right?
Yes, sir, I did. If you would, roll the camera around and look over there.
What's over there?
Please,
Let's
sir.
see.
Look at the scoreboard.
Scoreboard?
Can you zoom in?
No, I can't zoom that far.
Okay, well, it says 56, and that's what I plan on it being tonight. I plan on it staying 56.
How much is it to win tonight?
4,000.
That doesn't compare to 10.
Not at
But
all.
with that, you can go to Disney, right?
Hey, without a doubt. Hey, she's already got it spent, probably.
We can go to Disney if we win 4 grand tonight. Oh, we promised, and this is worldwide. So you promised on national YouTube. You promised.
That's right. Hey, and I finally got my check and got it cashed. So it's sitting in the closet waiting on her to book it.
All right. So tell us about your debacle. We're going to call a heat race.
I don't even know where to start. The guy on the pole didn't know what direction he was going.
He still doesn't.
No, anyway, so we were just held up on the start. It is what it is. It just was a shit show, and so had to just take what we could get in that one. And factory stock just started inside row. Felt like I launched pretty good, but down there in 1 and 2 was still a little on the greasier side, and then I was just side by side with cars for the entirety of the race until, I don't know, about 2 to go. I finally got clear a couple of them and then got into third, and I started inching towards second, but just is what it is.
All right, so what's the feature? What's the feature going to bring? What are we doing in the feature? Just fucking hammer down, going to the front?
Just gonna have to pass a lot of cars.
A lot of cars.
Yeah.
You're going to have to pass one car in
I
particular.
gotta pass one less car than I did the last time I was here.
All right. And personally, what's your plan for the feature? Obviously, you got to go to Disney, so you got some pressure on you. So what's your plans?
My plans are to put the spurs on and go and win.
Do you have any spurs? I think that's what you asked us in Corpus. Do you have any spurs?
Yeah, I have spurs. That's my
All right.
thing.
Where's Uncle David?
Uncle David.
Uncle David, did you figure out what to do with your damn hands yet?
I'm gonna tell them they went that way and they was in a hurry.
They was
Go.
You were pointing them in the right direction?
They went that way and they was in a hurry.
Can you help that gentleman that was in front of Ray in that heat race? He didn't see your hands apparently.
I hope he has a flat and runs in the infield or something. Golly.
was it better on the short runs or long runs or what?
Oh, I mean, I felt good the whole time. It just once we'd get going, you know, well, then you're racing with whoever's right in front of you.
Yeah. All right, Ray. We're at the infamous 105. We drove 2 cars tonight. Obviously, we didn't make it to Boot Hill because of the rain. Tell us how we did tonight.
It was, I don't know, survival of the fittest, I guess. We just didn't have good draws for our heats, and that was kind of setting the tone for everything. Tonight just wasn't one of those nights where you wanted to start on the inside row, and anyway, it just sometimes you're the windshield, sometimes you're the bug. Unfortunately, we were the bug tonight. Just was buried in holes in both cars, and you know, we dug out. You know, we started, I don't remember, 7th or something like that in the limited, got up to 3rd. Really and honestly felt like I was going to have a little bit of a shot by the time I got there, but then ran through the ruts and folded the nose under, and then of course it was up in the wheel and tie rod and holding the nose up off the ground going in, so it just kind of killed the car from there. So I just was hanging on, and the factory stock, like I said, it took off really well. Just track was a little unfavorable as far as you know, just racing surface in general. But you know, with all the rain and stuff that happened, it's just kind of part of it, and we all know what we're signing up for. So you know, we passed a bunch of cars. That's all I can say is we just dug out of a hole and ended up 3rd in the limited, 4th in the factory stock, and both cars I felt like were pretty sporty in the feature. Just didn't get the help tonight that we needed, you know, with some cautions, and it is what it is. Just move on to the next one. Congrats to Dalton. You know, he ran a good race. Him and Boo, Craig or whatever, they were battling pretty hard there, and you know, it just didn't work out in Craig's favor either. So I guess Disney World's going to get scratched, and they're going to have to go to Wally World or something instead. So, but yeah, like I said, it just one of those deals. You know, Chad Comer, he was just kind of on kill all night, but and it just clean air was a big deal, and it always is, no matter what. Anytime you can be in clean air and kind of control your race and be where you want, you know, it's just always helps set the tone. And but like I said, we dug out of a hole, so just wasn't the finishes I was looking for, but it is what it is. We'll take 2 top 5s and move on to the next one.